ones who stay behind, who mop the floors and fold the signs, who never preach, who never lead, but pray for others more than me. The silent saints, the unseen grace, the ones who warm a quiet place, and though they rarely make a sound, their work still shakes the holy ground. He sees the ones who stay not shown, who plant the seeds they'll never know, the hands that fold, the eyes that pray. He crowns the ones who humbly stay. They're never named on Sunday stage, their stories fade from age to age, but heaven knows each tear they cried, each soup they stirred, each time they tried. They serve in shadows, sweep with song, they make the weak feel brave and strong. And while the spotlight turns away, the Lord still sees the ones who stay. He sees the ones who give and fade, whose lives were quiet, still well played. They may not lead, they may not say, but heaven sings when saints just stay. So if you wonder if you count, He's watched each step, He keeps the amount. No crown on earth can ever weigh what's done in love by those who stay. He sees the ones who stay and serve with steady hearts that never swerve. And when the final roles display, the quiet ones will be parade. He sees the ones who stay not shown, who plant the seeds they'll never know, the hands that fold, the eyes that pray. He crowns the ones who humbly stay. There's a windmill by the field where silence speaks and wounds are healed. Its rusted blades still creak and spin, but I hear more when I lean in.
Not thunder, not a sermon grand, just whispers swept across the land. When no one speaks and days grow thin, I hear His voice inside the wind.
His voice in the windmill calls me home, through blade and breeze and weathered tone. When all goes still and thoughts begin, I hear the Lord move in the wind. It's not a choir or holy sound, no golden light from heaven down, But somehow grace begins to show in every creek the windmills throw.
I've sat there low with guilt so wide and felt the Spirit by my side. He don't need walls or churchmen grim. He finds me where the blades still spin.
His voice in the windmill turns my soul like weathered sails on broken poles. Though I can't explain the hymn, I've heard my name within the wind. So if you doubt he's near again, just walk out past the world of men.
You'll find a cross and rust and tin, still singing loud from wind within.
His voice in the windmill rings like gold through every storm my life has told.
And when I'm lost in noise and din, I'll sit and hear
His voice again. A cup of soup, a smiling line, a folded note with just one line. The world may pass those acts right by, but heaven holds them safe and high. He don't just count the stars above, he counts each hand that acts in love. The small becomes a mighty wing when offered up to Christ the King. God don't forget small things like whispered prayers or angel wings. He sees the crumbs the widow brings and builds his kingdom on small things. A hug that's shared in funeral light, a word that turned a wrong to right. The world may cheer for bigger plays, but God still counts the hidden praise. He sees each tear you never speak, each step you take. When you feel weak, it all adds up like offering to Him who reigns with everything. God don't forget what men dismiss. He sees the pain inside the kiss, the silent song the sparrow sings. Still didn't ride on chariots, no angels flew, no trumpets cut. He walked the hill with bleeding back, while heaven held the world intact. No one could lift the weight he bore. The cross was more than wooden war, and every step was a love display. A debt of mine he freely paid. He carried the wood, not just the tree, but all the sin that covered me. The nails were sharp, the sky was cruel, still he pressed on and carried on. They mocked the hands that healed the blind, they cursed the lips that spoke so kind. But still he walked, no crown, no shield, just blood that watered a holy field. And when he fell beneath the weight, he still got up for love, not hate. I'll never know the price it took to lift that cross and never look. He carried the wood through pain and jeers, through every sin of all our years. No robe, no throne, no priestlyhood, just him alone and splintered wood. And when I doubt and when I run, I see the hill, the bleeding sun, and know the grace that sealed my good was born the day he carried wood. He carried the wood up Calvary's side, where wrath and mercy would collide. He bore it all, he knew he would, and still he walked and carried wood. And carried wood.
We carve our names in tree bark low. The time will fade what we bestow. Yet when he writes, it's not in sand. He carves in stone with nail scarred hand. The winds may blow, the years may steal, but grace that's carved remains is real. He doesn't ride with chalk or tone, his mercy stands. He carves in stone, not passing words, not shifting sands or flighty birds. What he declares and what he makes known will never fall. He carves in stone. The law, he etched my name, not in judgment but through flame. And every sin he bore alone, he buried deep in written stone. So when I doubt or lose my thread, I read the rock beneath my tread. No lightning shone, no booming tone, just solid proof he carved in known. He carves in stone with a love so vast, face that future storms can't blast. You can't forget or feel alone, but he remembers, carved in stone. So let the world erase its page. My God still writes from age to age, and what he stamps he calls his own. Forever set, forever stone. He carves in stone and not in vain, through joy and loss, through drought and rain. And when I'm gone, I'll still be shown, held by the one who carves in stone.
Didn't dine where robes were white, but found his place in dimmest light. The holy crowd just shook their heads while he broke bread with hearts like lead. No silverware, no temple call, just worn out hands in shadowed hall. And when I fell, I saw it clear. He pulls up chairs where shame draws near. He sat with the sinners, not the proud. He healed the hurt, not those too loud. He came to find the ones cast out and pull them close without a doubt. Taxmen, thieves, the broken floor, the woman crying by the door. He didn't flinch, he didn't flee. He said, this is where I'll be. He wasn't fooled by polish bright. He saw through masks and stepped in light. And when they judged, he turned around and wrote our names upon the ground. He sat with the sinners, not the saints, not picture perfect, not those faints. He came for me when I was done and stayed until the night was won. So when you feel too far to stay, remember who ignored the fame. He sets his table, calls you in, not after loss, but right in sin. He sat with the sinners, I was there. He washed my feet and heard my prayer. He came for hearts that barely beat, and still today he takes that sin. He sat with the sinners, I was there. He washed my feet and heard my prayer. He came for hearts that barely beat, still today, he takes that seat. I saw him writing in the sand while others held the stones in hand. They came to judge, to throw to shame, but Jesus knelt and wrote my name. He didn't shout, he didn't flee, just scratched the earth and set me free. And when they left with heads hung low, he stayed and told me go. He wrote my name in dust that day, not stone that break, not rules that wait, a love that kneels before the just and lifts a name written in dust. I've made mistakes, I've lived in wrong, I've played the weak and acted strong, but he don't write in ink or fame. He etches grace beside my name. The wind may blow, the words may fade, but still I feel what mercy made. A moment soft, a Savior just, who bent to right in broken dust. He wrote my name where shame had been, then offered me a life again. No temple law, no angry Christ, just love that knelt and wrote in dust. So if you think it's far too late, that heaven's closed its holy gate, remember who refused to judge and wrote your name with grace and touch.
He wrote my name, not in the sky, but where I stood, too low to try.
And still today I rise because my name was there beneath their laws.
The part where donkey spoke to warn a man before God broke, and it got me thinking late one night, what if that mule had got it right? If beasts can warn and rocks can cry, maybe I should ask God why. I wait for signs so loud and sleep, when he might shout through one who's me. If the donkey could speak, then maybe I should learn to listen before I fly. Don't just talk through kings and priests, he sometimes whispers through the least. I've heard his truth in kids and fools, in rusty trucks and Sunday schools. Don't need pulpits trimmed in gold, just open hearts to break the mold.
when I think I've got it right. He humbles me in quiet light and shows me that the loudest peak may come from those who barely squeak. If the donkey could speak, then why not now? Through every storm, through every plow, he'll use the weak to guide the strong, flip the script where we've been wrong. So Lord, help me to hear you clear, every voice that draws me near. Don't let me miss your sacred street, even if the donkey speaks. If the donkey could speak, then I believe you'll teach through what I once deceived. No voice too small, no tongue too bleak for God to move. If donkeys speak. Your voice once filled the chapel high, but now it trembles low and shy. You say the songs are not for you, the time has passed, that grace withdrew. But heaven hears the faintest sound and meets the quiet where it's found. It don't take loud, it don't take fame to lift his praise and bless his name. It's not too late to sing again, to raise your heart, though years have been. A whispered hymn, a breath, a grin, still moves the throne. You're welcome in. You've sung through loss and bitter fire, through grief that wore your voice entire. The melodies still bloom in dust when sung in faith and sung in trust. The choir of saints ain't always bold, some voices crack, some prayers grow old, but still they rise, still angels bend each time a soul begins again. It's not too late to lift your sound, though hands shake now and knees aren't sound. The Lord don't mind if weak or thin, he just says, child, come sing again. So hum the verse you used to know, or sing a line real soft and slow. The Savior smiles, you won't offend. It's never late to sing again. It's not too late, no, not for you, to raise a song the whole way through. The sweetest praises never win, but just the fact you sang again. swung hard, my lies came quick. But when I thought I'd lost it all, He came to build what I let fall. No miracle came loud or fast, just quiet hands that held me last. And through the mess, He made it mine. He built me back one nail at a time. One nail at a time, He worked with grace. No hurry shown, no shameful face. He didn't flinch at wreck or grind. He stayed and built one nail at a time. He didn't scold, He didn't run. He grabbed a board and faced the sun. With every scar, with every line, He shaped my soul like sacred pine. I thought it'd take a lightning flash, but He just cleared the ash with ash. And when I doubted I could climb, He raised me up one nail at a time. One nail at a time, He drove His love from cross below to home above. No part ignored, no clock, no sign, just faithful hands, one nail at a time. So if you're wrecked and lost in fear, just let Him start right now and here. You don't need plans, you don't need prime, just give Him time. One nail at a time. One nail at a time, He'll build your heart from broken ends to brand new start. He don't retreat, He don't resign. He always builds one nail at a time. She prayed while shelling peas out back, in apron-worn and garden shack. No pulpit there, no preacher's roar, just Jesus near the screen door. Each pot she snapped a word she gave, for sick and poor, for strong and brave. And heaven heard through southern breeze the prayer she laced in humble peace. She prayed while shelling peas alone, in hands that heard in softened tone. No steeple high, no sainted fees, just grace that grew with every pea. Sit and watch her lips move slow, while evening skies began to glow. She didn't speak for men to see, she spoke where only God would be. Each whispered name, each silent sigh, fell sweeter than a lullaby. And in that porch She sang her faith through shelling peace. She prayed while shelling hope and tears, through planting times and drought-filled years. And I still hear her on the breeze, that holy sound of shelling peas. So if you think your prayer's too small, just think of her and that back wall. The kingdom came with every plea. She fed the world and prayed through peas. She prayed while shelling peas each day, and now I pray the same old way. No fancy words, just bended knees, and faith is real as shelling peas.
They say the world's changed a lot. We traded Bibles for a shot. But when the pain still finds its flood, there's still one cure, it's still the blood. No modern truth can fill that hole. No trending word can cleanse a soul. When sin screams loud and grace feels shut, he still redeems. It's still the blood that makes me clean, from who I was to who I've been. Through darkest night or deepest mud, I'm standing now by still the blood. Find peace in screens or gold. You'll only find what saints were told, that when all else falls down with thud, there's one thing left, it's still the blood. We can't outgrow what sets us free, can't write new grace, can't earn that key. Through every doubt and every rut, the cross still stands. It's still the blood on Calvary's hill that covers sin, that loves me still. The world may change, but not my God. He saved me once, and still with blood. So if you wonder where to turn when altars break and idols burn, just lift your eyes and you'll see floods still running red. It's still the blood, it's never gone. It's why I breathe, it's why I'm strong. From cross to crown, through death and mud, there's nothing else but still the blood. It's still the blood that makes me clean, from who I was to who I've been. Through darkest night or deepest mud, I'm standing now by still the blood. She prayed with flour on her hands while bread was rising in its pan. No altar built, no choir loud, just quiet hope beneath the clouds. The dough was soft, the world was not, but still she gave the Lord her spot. Between the stirring, she would say, Lord, bless this home and make a way. She prayed with flour, faith, and grace, with apron stained and smudged up face. No sacred robe, no holy plans, just heaven held in working hands. She prayed for kids with open shoes, for hearts to mend and mouths to soothe. And every loaf she shaped with care was offered up like whispered prayer. No seminary, no grand degree, but she knew Christ and he knew she. Her kitchen floor became a pew where flower fell and spirit blew. She prayed with love that took no bows, with callous palms and furrowed brows. And angels heard what few men can, the gospel sung through baking pans. So when I miss her, now she's gone, I smell the bread, I hear her song. I know that faith still takes a stand in kitchens worn by holy hands. She prayed with flour, dust, and dough, and God moved through her every throw. No stage, no mic, no choir bands, just miracles through flower hands. I missed the highway, took a turn where lessons come and rubber burns. I thought the path to God was clean, but grace found me in muddy seams. The signs were bent, the paint was gone, but somehow mercy led me on. And though I strayed from Sunday's story, I found the back road to His glory. The back road to glory's long and wild, but He still walks with every child. No GPS, no grand display, just gravel grace along the way. Passed up churches dressed in white and prayed beneath the dashboard light. He didn't need a pew or a steeple,
just this lost and hurting people. I felt his hand in wind and dust, and roadside signs that said still trust. And when I reached the end of story, I found myself on back road glory. The back road to glory's rough and torn, with fields of pain and thorns well worn, but still he rides with joy, not a worry, beside each soul on back road and glory. So don't you think you missed your turn, if life went wrong and churches burned. He builds new roads with grace and story, and leads us home on back road to glory. The back road to glory is slow and true, with skies of gray and drops of blue. But in the dust I saw his story. He brought me home by back road glory. There's a bell up in that chapel high that's never rung, though years gone by. They hung it there with dreams and rope, but left it quiet, void of hope. And every Sunday folks would pray, but no one dared to let it sway. They feared the sound or what it'd bring, so grace stayed mute and truth grew thin. The bell that never rang still waits for hearts to risk, for hope that shakes. A voice of brass, a breath withheld, where gospel slept and silence dwelled. Beneath it half my life, with folded hands and inward strife, till one day mercy cracked the air and grace rang out from someone's prayer. It wasn't loud, but it was real, a trembling pull, a chime you feel. And though the crowd just bowed their head, I knew the bell had rung instead. The bell that never rang is there, awaiting faith to all to spare. And when we risk and when we cling, we shake the sky, we make it rain. So don't let silence rule the room, let courage shake that inner tune. For even still with rust and tang, he wakes the bell. You never rang, the bell that never rang now hums from hidden hearts and whispered drums. And every time we dare to sing, we sound the bell and angels ring. They passed the plate down row by row, with hands that trembled, soft and slow. And as I held that crusted piece, I felt my worry start to cease. No thunder fell, no curtain tore, but peace came through that wooden floor. And in that silence, heaven wakes to whisper truth. The bread still breaks, the bread still pours. His mercy walks through open doors. Though time moves fast and hearts may ache, the Lord still comes. The bread still breaks. We bow our heads, but still He walks where we break bread. It ain't just memory or show, it's grace that feeds the soul below. So don't you miss what seems so small. That plate can carry heaven's call. And though the world around us shakes, there's healing where the bread still breaks. In dusty halls, in chapel pews and prison walls, no place too far, no sin too great for grace to come. When bread still breaks, then when I leave, I'll leave with peace, because He meets where doubt would feast. The Savior doesn't need fanfare, He sits with us. The bread still breaks, the wine still flows through every age. His table grows no matter who or what we face. He feeds us still with breaking grace. The bread still breaks, the wine still pours. His mercy walks through open doors. Though time moves fast and hearts may ache, the Lord still comes. The bread still breaks. The cross was carved from cedar wood, from trees that stood where mercy stood. Not polished fine, not clean or proud, but raw and rough, like sins allowed. No crown of gold, no throne of light, just hammer blows through day and night. And when the world looked on with scorn, the King of grace was nailed and torn. The cross was carved from cedar raw, it held His weight, it bore the law. And in that grain where blood was dry, the heart of heaven split and cried. Once reached toward sun and rain, now stained with love and holy pain. Each ring within the wood still still tells a story sung through earthly hells. He didn't float, he didn't flee, he hugged the tree made just for me. And in its bark he carved his name, through agony, through death, through flame. The cross was carved but not with hands. It bore the weight of all our lands. And though it splintered, bruised and bent, it stood for all his love was meant. So let me not forget that tree that held the man who died for me. No temple made no grander cause, just cedars soaked with heaven's laws. The cross was carved and still it stands, through every age, in every land. No altar ever burned so pure as cedar wood that made us sure. Stood outside and stared a while, afraid to walk that final mile. Thought I was late, thought I was blocked, but found the gate was never locked. It creaked a bit, the hinges groaned, but I stepped in, no debt I owned. I thought I'd knocked and begged and pled, but grace just smiled and shook its head. The gate was never locked at all, it just looked closed from where I'd fall. But when I reached with trembling hand, the door swung wide to promised land. The path inside was overgrown, like it had waited all along. And every weed beneath my feet was grace that grew through my defeat. I used to think it took a key, but love had opened it for me. I wasted years in shame and shock, when all along the gate was not. The gate was never shut by him. He builds no walls, no doors go dim. Just walk on through, no need to knock. His welcome stands, the gate's unlocked. So if you're stuck outside in fear, just know He wants to draw you near. You don't need perfect words or talk, just faith to try the open walk. The gate was never locked away, it waits for you this very day. No chains, no guards, no keys in stock, just open arms, no locked gate.
There's a light above the old red barn. It flickers off, but keeps us warm. Dad said it's just an old flood lamp, but I saw heaven through its stand. It stayed on when the storm rolled through. It watched our praise in worn-out pew. And when I strayed and wandered far, that barn light shone like Bethlehem's star. The light above the barn still glows through years of highs and heavy lows. It ain't just bulb or wire and hung, it's grace that waits above the barn. I kissed her hand in harvest dust. We lost a crop but kept our trust. And every night we'd bow our heads, that light still glowing overhead. It's just a fixture, some might say, but I've seen God work through its ray. And in its shine my heart beats songs. I see the cross above the barn. The light above the barn don't die. It burns through grief, it testifies. It ain't from men, it's not alone. It's proof that love still guards this farm. So if you're lost out in the field, look for the glow that won't be seen. He don't just live in steeple charm, sometimes he stays above the barn. The light above the barn remains through hail and drought and joy and rain. It's where I learned what faith could find, a holy lamp above the barn.
They drove the nails through skin and bone and raised him up to die alone. The sky grew black, the earth grew still, but even death bowed to his will. It wasn't steel that held him tight, but mercy choosing not to fight. The Lamb of God, so torn and grim, was held by love, not wood or end. The nails didn't hold him, love did that. A power deeper than all wrath. He stayed not cause of Roman skill, but by the grace to pay our bill. The thorns they mocked, the spear they threw, could not undo what love would do. He gave his all, not cause he had, but cause he knew the good from bad. And when he said, the heavens split, the temple knew. He bowed his head, the sky grew dim. But even then, it wasn't them. The nails didn't bind the Son of Man. He walked that road 'cause that's the plan. No hate could hold, no shame could win. He stayed to carry all our sin. So when I break beneath my wrong, I hear that love still sings so strong. Not chains, not spikes, not wrath or wind, but love that held him on that limb. The nails didn't hold him, I now see. It wasn't pain, it wasn't plea. It was a love too vast, too grim, that stayed and bled and covered me.
He always sat behind the post where shadows hid him like a ghost. No one saw the way he'd shake when hymns would make his heartbreak ache. He never raised his voice or hand, but heaven knew where he would stand. No spotlight title, choir collar, just one old man behind the pillar. There's faith behind the hidden scene, where broken prayers and silence meet. And though the world might never see, he knelt where God could truly be. He came each week through pain and dust, with crumpled notes and quiet trust. And when the preacher called to rise, he closed his eyes with trembling sighs. He didn't serve in roles or fame, but whispered every holy name. And when he passed, the pew felt smaller, no longer filled behind the pillar. There's glory in the hidden rows, where mercy meets what no one knows. The loudest faith may never holler, but still lives strong behind the pillar. So if you sit and feel unseen, God knows exactly where you've been. No front row seat makes heaven fuller. He sees you too behind the pillar. There's power in a silent place, where tears fall slow with quiet grace. And someday we'll all rise to holler for saints who sat behind the pillar. There's power in a silent place, where tears fall slow with quiet grace. And someday we'll all rise to holler for saints who sat behind the pillar.
the ones who stay behind, who mop the floors and fold the signs, who never preach, who never lead, but pray for others more than me. The silent saints, the unseen grace, the ones who warm a quiet place, and though they rarely make a sound, their work still shakes the holy ground. He sees the ones who stay not shown, who plant the seeds they'll never know, the hands that fold, the eyes that pray. He crowns the ones who humbly stay. They're never named on Sunday's stage, their stories fade from age to age, but heaven knows each tear they cried, each soup they stirred, each time they tried. They serve in shadows, sweep with song, they make the weak feel brave and strong. And while the spotlight turns away, the Lord still sees the ones who stay. He sees the ones who give and fade, whose lives were quiet, still well played. They may not lead, they may not say, but heaven sings when saints just stay. So if you wonder if you count, He's watched each step, He keeps the amount. No crown on earth can ever weigh what's done in love by those who stay. He sees the ones who stay and serve with steady hearts that never swerve. And when the final roles display, the quiet ones will be parade. He sees the ones who stay not shown, who plant the seeds they'll never know, the hands that fold, the eyes that pray. He crowns the ones who humbly stay. There's a windmill by the field where silence speaks and wounds are healed. Its rusted blades still creak and spin, but I hear more when I lean in.
Not thunder, not a sermon grand, just whispers swept across the land. When no one speaks and days grow thin, I hear His voice inside the wind.
His voice in the windmill calls me home, through blade and breeze and weathered tone. When all goes still and thoughts begin, I hear the Lord move in the wind. It's not a choir or holy sound, no golden light from heaven down. somehow grace begins to show in every creek the windmills throw.
I've sat there low with guilt so wide and felt the Spirit by my side. He don't need walls or churchmen grim. He finds me where the blades still spin.
His voice in the windmill turns my soul like weathered sails on broken poles. Though I can't explain the hymn, I've heard my name within the wind. So if you doubt he's near again, just walk out past the world of men.
You'll find a cross and a rusting tin, still singing loud from wind within.
His voice in the windmill rings like gold through every storm my life has told.
And when I'm lost in noise and din, I'll sit and hear
His voice again. A cup of soup, a smiling line, a folded note with just one line. The world may pass those acts right by, but heaven holds them safe and high. He don't just count the stars above, he counts each hand that acts in love. The small becomes a mighty wing when offered up to Christ the King. God, don't forget small things like whispered prayers or angel wings. He sees the crumbs the widow brings and builds his kingdom on small things. A hug that's shared in funeral light, a word that turned a wrong to right. The world may cheer for bigger plays, but God still counts the hidden praise. He sees each tear you never speak, each step you take. When you feel weak, it all adds up like offering to Him who reigns with everything. God, don't forget what men dismiss. He sees the pain inside the kiss, the silent song the sparrow sings still echoes loud in holy wings. So don't you think it's all for show? He tracks each seed you'll never know, and
didn't ride on chariots, no angels flew, no trumpets cut. He walked the hill with bleeding back, while heaven held the world intact. No one could lift the weight he bore. The cross was more than wood and war, and every step was a love display. A debt of mine he freely paid. He carried the wood, not just the tree, but all the sin that covered me. The nails were sharp, the sky was cruel, still he pressed on and carried wood. They mocked the hands that healed the blind, they cursed the lips that spoke so kind. But still he walked, no crown, no shield, just blood that watered holy field. But when he fell beneath the weight, he still got up for love, not hate. I'll never know the price it took to lift that cross and never look. He carried the wood through pain and jeers, through every sin of all our years. No robe, no throne, no priestlyhood, just him alone and splintered wood. And when I doubt and when I run, I see the hill, the bleeding sun, and know the grace that sealed my good was born the day he carried wood. He carried the wood up Calvary's side, where wrath and mercy would collide. He bore it all, he knew he would, and still he walked and carried wood. And carried wood.
We carve our names in tree bark low. The time will fade what we bestow. Yet when he writes, it's not in sand. He carves in stone with nail-scarred hand. The winds may blow, the years may steal, but grace that's carved remains is real. He doesn't ride with chalk or tone, his mercy stands. He carves in stone, not passing words, not shifting sands or flighty birds. What he declares and what he makes known will never fall. He carves in stone. He etched the law, he etched my name, not in judgment but through flame. And every sin he bore alone, he buried deep in written stone. So when I doubt or lose my thread, I read the rock beneath my tread. No lightning show, no booming tone, just solid proof. He carved it known. He carves in stone with a love so vast. future storms can't blast. You can forget or feel alone, but he remembers, carved in stone. So let the world erase its page. My God still writes from age to age, and what he stamps he calls his own. Forever set, forever stone. He carves in stone and not in vain, through joy and loss, through drought and rain. And when I'm gone, I'll still be shown, held by the one who carves in stone.
Didn't dine where robes were white, but found his place in dimmest light. The holy crowd just shook their heads while he broke bread with hearts like lead. No silverware, no temple call, just worn out hands in shadowed hall. And when I fell, I saw it clear. He pulls up chairs where shame draws near. He sat with the sinners, not the proud. He healed the hurt, not those too loud. He came to find the ones cast out and pull them close without a doubt. Taxmen, thieves, the broken floor, the woman crying by the door. He didn't flinch, he didn't flee. He said, this is where I'll be. He wasn't fooled by polished bright. He saw through masks and stepped in light. And when they judged, he turned around and wrote our names upon the ground. He sat with the sinners, not the saints, not picture perfect, not those faints. He came for me when I was done and stayed until the night was won. When you feel too far to stay, remember who ignored the fame. He sets his table, calls you in, not after loss, but right in sin. He sat with the sinners, I was there. He washed my feet and heard my prayer. He came for hearts that barely beat, and still today he takes that sand. He sat with the sinners, I was there. He washed my feet and heard my prayer. He came for hearts that barely beat, still today, he takes that seat.
saw him writing in the sand, while others held the stones in hand. They came to judge, to throw to shame, but Jesus knelt and wrote my name. He didn't shout, he didn't flee, just scratched the earth and set me free. And when they left with heads hung low, he stayed and told me go. He wrote my name in dust that day, not stone that break, not rules that wait, a love that kneels before the just and lifts a name written in dust. I've made mistakes, I've lived in wrong, I've played the weak and acted strong, but he don't write in ink or fame. He etches grace beside my name. The wind may blow, the words may fade, but still I feel what mercy made. A moment soft, a Savior just, who bent to right in broken dust. He wrote my name where shame had been, then offered me a life again. No temple law, no angry crust, just love that knelt and wrote in dust. So if you think it's far too late, that heaven's closed its holy gate, remember who refused to judge and wrote your name with grace and touch.
He wrote my name, not in the sky, but where I stood, too low to try.
And still today I rise because my name was there beneath their laws. The part where donkey spoke to warn a man before God broke. And it got me thinking late one night, what if that mule had got it right? If beasts can warn and rocks can cry, maybe I should ask God why. I wait for signs so loud and sleep, when he might shout through one who's meek. If the donkey could speak, then maybe I should learn to listen before I fly. Don't just talk through kings and priests, he sometimes whispers through the least. I've heard his truth in kids and fools, in rusty trucks and Sunday schools. He don't need pulpits trimmed in gold, just open hearts to break the mold.
when I think I've got it right. He humbles me in quiet light and shows me that the loudest peak may come from those who barely squeak. If the donkey could speak, then why not now? Through every storm, through every plow, he'll use the weak to guide the strong. Flip the script where we've been wrong. So Lord, help me to hear you clear. Every voice that draws me near, don't let me miss your sacred street. Even if the donkey speaks, if the donkey could speak, then I believe you'll teach through what I once deceived. No voice too small, no tongue too bleak for God to move. If donkeys speak. Your voice once filled the chapel high, but now it trembles low and shy. You say the songs are not for you, the time has passed that grace withdrew. But heaven hears the faintest sound and meets the quiet where it's found. It don't take loud, it don't take fame to lift his praise and bless his name. It's not too late to sing again, to raise your heart though years have been. A whispered hymn, a breath, a grin, still moves the throne. You're welcome in. You've sung through loss and bitter fire, through grief that wore your voice entire. The melodies still bloom in dust when sung in faith, when sung in trust. The choir of saints ain't always bold. Some voices crack, some prayers grow old, but still they rise, still angels bend each time a soul begins again. It's not too late to lift your sound, though hands shake now and knees aren't sound. The Lord don't mind if weak or thin, he just says, child, come sing again. So hum the verse you used to know, or sing a line real soft and slow. The Savior smiles, you won't offend. It's never late to sing again. It's not too late, no, not for you, to raise a song the whole way through. The sweetest praises never win, but just the fact you sang again.
brick after brick. My pride swung hard, my lies came quick. But when I thought I'd lost it all, He came to build what I let fall. No miracle came loud or fast, just quiet hands that held me last. And through the mess, He made it mine. He built me back one nail at a time. One nail at a time, He worked with grace. No hurry shown, no shameful face. He didn't flinch at wreck or grind. He stayed and built one nail at a time. He didn't scold, He didn't run. He grabbed a board and faced the sun. With every scar, with every line, He shaped my soul like sacred pine. I thought it'd take a lightning flash, but He just cleared the ash with ash. And when I doubted I could climb, He raised me up one nail at a time. One nail at a time, He drove His love from cross below to home above. No part ignored, no clock, no sign, just faithful hands, one nail at a time. So if you're wrecked and lost in fear, just let Him start right now and here. You don't need plans, you don't need prime, just give Him time. One nail at a time. One nail at a time, He'll build your heart from broken ends to brand new start. He don't retreat, He don't resign. He always builds one nail at a time. She prayed while shelling peas out back, in apron-worn and garden shack. No pulpit there, no preacher's roar, just Jesus near the screen door. Each pot she snapped a word she gave, for sick and poor, for strong and brave. And heaven heard through southern breeze the prayer she laced in humble peace. She prayed while shelling peas alone, in hands that heard in softened tone. No steeple high, no sainted fees, just grace that grew with every pea. Sit and watch her lips move slow, while evening skies began to glow. She didn't speak for men to see, she spoke where only God would be. Each whispered name, each silent sigh, fell sweeter than a lullaby.
that porch with buzzing bees. She sang her faith through shelling peas. She prayed while shelling hope and tears, through planting times and drought-filled years. And I still hear her on the breeze, that holy sound of shelling peas. So if you think your prayer's too small, just think of her and that back wall. The kingdom came with every plea. She fed the world and prayed through peas. She prayed while shelling peas each day, and now I pray the same old way. No fancy words, just bended knees, and faith as real as shelling peas.
They say the world's changed a lot. We traded Bibles for a shot. But when the pain still finds its flood, there's still one cure, it's still the blood. No modern truth can fill that hole. No trending word can cleanse a soul. When sin screams loud and grace feels shut, he still redeems. It's still the blood that makes me clean, from who I was to who I've been. Through darkest night or deepest mud, I'm standing now by still the blood. Find peace in screams or gold. You'll only find what saints were told, that when all else falls down with thud, there's one thing left, it's still the blood. We can't outgrow what sets us free, can't write new grace, can't earn that key. Through every doubt and every rut, the cross still stands. It's still the blood on Calvary's hill that covers sin, that loves me still. The world may change, but not my God. He saved me once, and still with blood. So if you wonder where to turn when altars break and idols burn, just lift your eyes and you'll see floods still running red. It's still the blood, it's never gone. It's why I breathe, it's why I'm strong. From cross to crown, through death and mud, there's nothing else but still the blood. It's still the blood that makes me clean, from who I was to who I've been. Through darkest night or deepest mud, I'm standing now by still the blood. while bread was rising in its pan. No altar built, no choir loud, just quiet hope beneath the clouds. The dough was soft, the world was not, but still she gave the Lord her spot. Between the stirring, she would say, Lord, bless this home and make a way. She prayed with flour, faith, and grace, with apron stained and smudged up face. No sacred robe, no holy plans, just heaven held in working hands. She prayed for kids with open shoes, for hearts to mend and mouths to soothe. And every loaf she shaped with care was offered up like whispered prayer. No seminary, no grand degree, but she knew Christ and he knew she. Her kitchen floor became a pew where flower fell and spirit blew. She prayed with love that took no bows, with callous palms and furrowed brows. And angels heard what few men can, the gospel sung through baking pans. So when I miss her, now she's gone, I smell the bread, I hear her song, I know that faith still takes a stand in kitchens worn by holy hands. She prayed with flour, dust, and dough, and God moved through her every throw. No stage, no mic, no choir bands, just miracles through flower hands. I missed the highway, took a turn where lessons come and rubber burns. I thought the path to God was clean, but grace found me in muddy seams. The signs were bent, the paint was gone, but somehow mercy led me on. And though I strayed from Sunday's story, I found the back road to His glory. The back road to glory's long and wild, but He still walks with every child. No GPS, no grand display, just gravel grace along the way. Passed up churches dressed in white and prayed beneath the dashboard light. He didn't need a pew or a steeple, just this lost and hurting people. I felt His hand in wind and dust,
roadside signs that said still trust. And when I reached the end of the story, I found myself on back road glory. The back road to glory's rough and torn, with fields of pain and thorns well worn. But still he rides with joy, not a worry, beside each soul on back road and glory. So don't you think you missed your turn? If life went wrong and churches burned, he builds new roads with grace and story, and leads us home on back road to glory. The back road to glory, slow and true, with skies of gray and drops of blue. But in the dust I saw his story. He brought me home by back road glory. There's a bell up in that chapel high that's never rung, though years gone by. They hung it there with dreams and rope, but left it quiet, void of hope. And every Sunday folks would pray, but no one dared to let it sway. They feared the sound or what it'd bring, so grace stayed mute and truth grew thin. The bell that never rang still waits for hearts to risk for hope that shakes. A voice of brass, a breath withheld, where gospel slept and silence dwelled. Beneath it half my life, with folded hands and inward strife, till one day mercy cracked the air and grace rang out from someone's prayer. It wasn't loud, but it was real, a trembling pull, a chime you feel. And though the crowd just bowed their head, I knew the bell had rung instead. The bell that never rang is there, awaiting fate to all to spare. And when we risk and when we cling, we shake the sky, we make it rain. So don't let silence rule the room, let courage shake that inner tomb. For even still with rust and tang, he wakes the bell. You never rang, the bell that never rang now hums from hidden hearts and whispered drums. And every time we dare to sing, we sound the bell, and angels ring. me pass the plate, down row by row, with hands that trembled, soft and slow. And as I held that crusted piece, I felt my worry start to cease. No thunder fell, no curtain tore, but peace came through that wooden floor. And in that silence, heaven wakes to whisper truth. The bread still breaks, the bread still pours. His mercy walks through open doors. Though time moves fast and hearts may ache, the Lord still comes. The bread still breaks. We sing the hymns, we bow our heads, but still He walks where we break bread. It ain't just memory or show, it's grace that feeds the soul below. So don't you miss what seems so small. That plate can carry heaven's call. And though the world around us shakes, there's healing where the bread still breaks. In dusty halls, in chapel pews and prison walls, no place too far, no sin too great for grace to come. When bread still breaks, and when I'll leave with peace, because He meets where doubt would feast. The Savior doesn't need fanfare, He sits with us. The bread still breaks, the wine still flows through every age. His table grows no matter who or what we face. He feeds us still with breaking grace. The bread still breaks, the wine still pours. His mercy walks through open doors. Though time moves fast and hearts may ache, the Lord still comes. The bread still breaks. The cross was carved from cedar wood, from trees that stood where mercy stood. Not polished fine, not clean or proud, but raw and rough, like sins allowed. No crown of gold, no throne of light, just hammer blows through day and night. And when the world looked on with scorn, the King of grace was nailed and torn. The cross was carved from cedar raw, it held His weight, it bore the law. And in that grain where blood was dry, the heart of heaven split and cried. Toward sun and rain, now stained with love and holy pain. Each ring within the wood still tells a story sung through earthly hells. He didn't float, he didn't flee, he hugged the tree made just for me, and in its bark he carved his name through agony, through death, through flame. The cross was carved but not with hands. It bore the weight of all our lands, and though it splintered, bruised and bent, it stood for all his love was meant. So let me not forget that tree that held the man who died for me. No temple made no grander cause, just cedars soaked with heaven's laws. The cross was carved and still it stands through every age, in every land. No altar ever burned so pure as cedar wood that made us sure. Stood outside and stared a while, afraid to walk that final mile. Thought I was late, thought I was blocked, but found the gate was never locked. It creaked a bit, the hinges groaned, but I stepped in, no debt I owned. Thought I'd knocked and begged and pled, but grace just smiled and shook its head. The gate was never locked at all, it just looked closed from where I'd fall. But when I reached with trembling hand, the door swung wide to promised land. The path inside was overgrown, like it had waited all along, and every weed beneath my feet was grace that grew through my defeat. I used to think it took a key, but love had opened it for me. I wasted years in shame and shock, when all along the gate was not. The gate was never shut by him. He builds no walls, no doors go dim. Just walk on through, no need to knock. His welcome stands, the gate's unlocked. So if you're stuck outside in fear, just know he wants to draw you near. You don't need perfect words or talk, just faith to try the open walk. The gate was never locked away, it waits for you this very day. No chains, no guards, no keys in stock, just open arms and no lock gate.
There's a light above the old red barn. It flickers off but keeps us warm. Dad said it's just an old flood lamp, but I saw heaven through its stand. It stayed on when the storm rolled through. It watched our praise in worn out pew. And when I strayed and wandered far, that barn light shone like Bethlehem's star. The light above the barn still glows through years of highs and heavy lows. It ain't just bulb or wire and hung, it's grace that waits above the barn. I kissed her hand in harvest dust. We lost a crop but kept our trust. And every night we'd bow our heads, that light still glowing overhead. It's just a fixture, some might say, but I've seen God work through its ray. And in its shine my heart beats songs. I see the cross above the barn. The light above the barn don't die. It burns through grief, it testifies. It ain't from men, it's not alone. It's proof that love still guards this farm. So if you're lost out in the field, look for the glow that won't be seen. He don't just live in steeple charm. Sometimes he stays above the barn. The light above the barn remains through hail and drought and joy and rain. It's where I learned what faith could farm, a holy lamp above the barn.
They drove the nails through skin and bone and raised him up to die alone. The sky grew black, the earth grew still, but even death bowed to his will. It wasn't steel that held him tight, but mercy choosing not to fight. The Lamb of God, so torn and grim, was held by love, not wood or end. The nails didn't hold him, love did that. A power deeper than all wrath. He stayed not cause of Roman skill, but by the grace to pay our bill. The thorns they mocked, the spear they threw, could not undo what love would do. He gave his all, not cause he had, but cause he knew the good from bad. And And when he said, forgive them too, the heavens split, the temple knew. He bowed his head, the sky grew dim, but even then, it wasn't them. The nails didn't bind the Son of Man. He walked that road 'cause that's the plan. No hate could hold, no shame could win. He stayed to carry all our sin. So when I break beneath my wrong, I hear that love still sings so strong. Not chains, not spikes, not wrath or wind, but love that held him on that limb. The nails didn't hold him, I now see. It wasn't pain, it wasn't plea. It was a love too vast, too grim, that stayed and bled and covered me.
He always sat behind the post where shadows hid him like a ghost. No one saw the way he'd shake when hymns would make his heart break ache. He never raised his voice or hand, but heaven knew where he would stand. No spotlight title, choir collar, just one old man behind the pillar. There's faith behind the hidden sea, where broken prayers and silence meet. And though the world might never see, he knelt where God could truly be. He came each week through pain and dust, with crumpled notes and quiet trust. And when the preacher called to rise, he closed his eyes with trembling sighs. He didn't serve in roles or fame, but whispered every holy name. And when he passed, the pew felt smaller, no longer filled behind the pillar. There's glory in the hidden rows, where mercy meets what no one knows. The loudest faith may never holler, but still lives strong behind the pillar. So if you sit and feel unseen, God knows exactly where you've been. No front row seat makes heaven fuller. He sees you too behind the pillar. There's power in a silent place, where tears fall slow with quiet grace. And someday we'll all rise to holler for saints who sat behind the pillar. There's power in a silent place, where tears fall slow with quiet grace. And someday we'll all rise to holler for saints who sat behind